Peekaboo! Hello and welcome, everybody. My name is Mary Jane Tracy, psychic medium, spiritual love of life coach, and it's cloudy today. So welcome, welcome. I was doing a little bit of research this morning and looking things up, and especially about live streams. So for those who are on Periscope, just looking at some different live streams. I was looking at Haps. I did sign up for Haps. I don't like it. It sort of gives me the heebie-jeebies. That's my word, heebie-jeebies. So, and it has a lot of glitches in it. So it's not my, I don't, for live streaming. Listening to a few other people who have, because StreamYard hosts my live streams. So, it does that. So I'm not going to stay. I'm going to stick on StreamYard. I really like StreamYard. I like their platform and that. So I really like that energy. So, but when it comes to a live stream, like Periscope is a live stream. Like I go live on it, and I've been doing lives on it for some time. And I love it because it goes worldwide. And it is one that can host a broad range of different, a variety of different platforms. So, and Twitter per se, I don't know if it's going to be able to hold what all of these, live streamers do. So I've been looking at Twitch. I know Twitch is a gamer site, yet there isn't a lot of astrologers or tarot readers on there that I have discovered. So it is one that I am looking at, and I really want to build, because it is a platform that is live stream. You can live stream from Twitch, which is very cool, very similar to Periscope. So that is something I want to look at, because it is one that has been out there for a while. It does its thing. It's not political or anything like that. So I'm looking at Twitch. I've signed up for Twitch. I know it's a gamer site, and that's sort of one thing that sort of kept me away from it being a gamer site. Yet, you know what? I think I might, I'm pulling more towards it. I've got a few people who I do follow on Periscope that are switching over to Twitch, because as of May, within 2 months, we're no longer, just over 2 months, Periscope will be gone. So where are you going to get your live streams from, right? So, I'm still going to be here every day, especially on Facebook, and please like my, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So I have 114. Yes. So 900 more to go. So definitely, go over to my YouTube, subscribe to the Guru Mama, Mary Jane Tracy, and I upload my videos and stuff there. I can live stream from there also. So there's that, and I'm still going to be hosting on Facebook and on Instagram. So I'm still going to be on all those other platforms. I'm not going away from those platforms. You're still going to be seeing me on there. But yeah, I looked at Haps, not too pleased about Haps. It's not they have a lot of glitches, and, like anyone, like any live streams, but Haps has a lot of, they're not when I first started on Periscope, so those who've been watching me for a while, my intro was, I'm a psychic medium, spiritual love of life coach, and an astrologer, but I don't show body parts, I swear, and if you don't like what I say, fuck off, basically. Thoughts on TikTok. TikTok's fine, but TikTok's not a live stream, really to do a live stream. It's not really set up to do, people do lives on there. My concern is that it is not it's still a Chinese-based, it's business. So, I put my, what do you call it? I put my tarot readings up there and stuff. So with TikTok, you basically find it's one of those ones that I don't know. TikTok's there. I haven't looked into it, but it's still, but I'm looking for something that I can live stream every single day. And Twitch is the one that I can live stream every day. TikTok, I know that people have live streamed. I'm not too sure about it. Not too sure about live streaming. My thing is about the live stream and being able to live stream, because I go on for about 30 minutes every day. So being able to go on something for over 15 minutes and not being taken down, sort of thing. So, and so, yeah. I mean, TikTok's fun to watch. I mean, you get some stupid ass shit on there, so it's fun to watch, and seeing different things and different information that comes across there. It's kind of a combo between, and you don't get the interaction. You don't get, I've watched a few live streams. I don't know. I won't, yeah, I'm going to say I don't know about TikTok. I'm still up in the air with it. So, and for it to do a live stream, the 9 of Swords. I'm just looking at it right now. I only have 33 followers on there right now. Special effects, privacy. Yeah. I'd have to look to see, because I know people do Twitch. Yeah, I know. I'm looking at Twitch now, because Twitch I can, I am on Twitch, and I am the Guru Mama. So anything that you can find me, so you can look up the Guru Mama and start following me on Twitch, because I'm going to be adding Twitch to my platform here on StreamYard. So I'm just, see, 60 seconds, 10 seconds. Timer. Not sure how to get on would you need 1,000 to go live? Yeah, so you need 1,000 to go live. That makes sense. See, and that's when I went on Periscope, I had nobody following me. I built my platform from there. So here it's like you have to have so many, because I can only do 60 seconds or 10 seconds on there. So if you need 1,000 followers, I can go live on YouTube with my 114. I can go live where, on my Facebook and shit. So, I mean, yeah, definitely follow me on TikTok. But it's building the platform. And right now, Twitch just seems like you could go there, you can live stream. It's it feels like, it just feels better. I don't know how to, energy wise, it just feels better. Yeah. I mean, there's so many changes that are going to be coming up, and it's like, where are you going to watch your live streams? Because I know Periscope, for those who are on Facebook, definitely. And those who are on my Mary June Tracy page, I don't see your comments until after I get off. And then I go and take a look at the comments on there too. So it's interesting times. This week we have, I posted all the sun, moon, and rising sign horoscopes are up. I posted them. They're on Instagram. They're on my Facebook page. So those are all up for each of your signs. I did that. I know I changed my Monday from doing my Monday morning sort of intuitive readings and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think I felt like it just needed a change. So I just go in with the flow. This week, so this week is like you're going to feel a little bit, you may feel scattered a bit. We have the moon starting off in Aries this week. There's that energy to get going. But, as I pulled out the 9 of Swords, I mean, there's a lot of overthinking, a lot of like worry and just unable to, I guess, process. Maybe a lot of people not being able to process. Again, there's the exhaustion coming in, heavy squares coming in. And I mean by heavy squares is like We have that Mars-Uranus coming in. They're going to be conjunct on the 20th, and they're squaring off the Jupiter-Saturn in Aquarius. And plus on the 19th, we have the Sun coming into Aquarius in North America, in Australia, and Europe. It'll be on the 20th. So we have this switch of coming out of the Capricorn, and now we're really entering into this air energy. And air energy can bring in a lot of overthinking, of being overwhelmed, and trying to process everything, trying to get everything processed, and getting over emotional. It's in fact that actually air signs are very emotional. In with a lot of the energies and choices that you want to make. So it is really, we really need to keep with the air coming in. So we have air, right? So we have this air energy coming in and a little bit of fire. From being in that Pisces energy was very muddy, sludgy, trying to get through that. So at least this fire is going to sort of dry it out for a bit, and then he will move on into Taurus. And so this week has a lot of, when I'm looking at a scale, I know I said that from a scale from 1 to 10 last week, I gave it a 500. I'm going to up the ante. It could be even double this week with activities and energies coming forward. So it comes in where we really need to look at it. This year is like looking at what it is that you're wanting to grow and foster through the year. It is going to be there's going to be huge challenges that are going to be coming up for us, okay, when it comes to how we are going to process these challenges. And if we get stuck in the overthinking, and we get stuck in a lot of the crazy mainstream bullshit, then we're going to find that we are going to not be able to stay in our passion. I mean, the Knight of Wands came in, or Knight of Wands. I mean, here he is, riding through. He has that passion. He has that energy to say, yeah, let's just get going. Let's keep on moving, right? And it is where, no, not double. It is where that overwhelmness is there. So there's a lot of being overwhelmed, trying to create something maybe, and feeling that stuck. So when the Nine of Swords comes in, there's a lot of anxiety and anxiousness when it comes in. When the Temperance is reversed, I mean, that's not always fun. That's your mixologist. So everything that you're trying to mix is going out. So you're feeling as though things are not moving forward despite your efforts and your desires. So even with all this energy, and here comes this fire, it's like, yeah, but you're trying to push something, and it's not, I'd say don't be pushing. Don't be pushing. There's a lot of karmic energy coming in with this too, and with Venus being in Capricorn. So we have a lot of karmic energy when it comes to relationships, dealing with relationships. Pluto's still like he's forward, and he's going into the depths. And Mercury's not going to be much help right now. He's going into shadow. He's not really making any aspects to anybody. So he's starting off, and when we get the Mercury not making any aspects, it's like, okay, what are we not being told? What are we not being told? So, and he's going to be going into retrograde. So by the end of the month. So what is missing, right? Are you obsessing over something that is taking over your area of life? So that's where that Nine of Swords comes in. Are you obsessing? And take a look at what you're obsessing. So let's talk about angels. Let's talk about obsessing. So one of the beautiful things about angels, because I have an angel course coming up, and angels have always been a hot topic in New Age. They've been, they appeal to, many people along mainstream, and 1/3 of, even in England, believe in guardian angels. I mean, even here in North America, when people talk, call in your angels, or you have a guardian angel. So there are numerous books out there on angels, and it was Doreen Virtue, DV, who came in, and she really brought in so much information on angels. She wrote books, her cards, everything, just to really focus on the angelic realm. And when she denounced, it came into quite a disarray. So this energy of disarray came in, and there was, with her renouncement and of her teachings, and she really put people into a scattered mess, especially if you didn't really have a strong spiritual base to begin with, and you based all your spirituality on her. Really brought people into a crazy, fucked up place, right? So that's where, for me, and I know Tamara was talking about this too a while ago, female archangels and the energies of the female archangels. And the female archangels, I feel, are the next step because of the feminine energy coming in, a lot of the goddess energy coming in. And this is coming where it's this collective human vibe that's coming in. And we've lived in a masculine dominated society for thousands and thousands of years. So everything feminine is viewed as less worthy than its male counterpart. But being in a world of duality, when you think about it, everything has sides, right? Female, male, left, right, up, down, black, white. There's this duality. It is there. And this has nothing to do with physical gender. All it has to do with the inner feminine and masculine qualities. That's when it comes into angels. Angels are neither feminine nor masculine in gender. The inherent feminine gifts of the unshackled heart. So being able to, the feeling, the nurturing, the flow, come in with this energy, and it resonates, but it's not inferior, right? So for so long, anything to do with female or female energies, especially when it comes to do with, the goddess energy, or even with some of the female archangels that are around that you do talk about, they don't have that. They don't want to give them, I guess, credit. Don't want to give them the cred, right? So where the masculine energies are action and their go and their control and their logic and their structure, all of this energy that we are beginning to change, with all that Capricorn energy that we had last year, all the structures starting to change. This is where we are looking at where we are wanting to be, we are wanting to feel, we are wanting to nurture. We are here, especially with so much depression and stress and anxiety. We're coming into where we need to go into a flow and watch and seeing our flow. Because, when the Nine of Swords show up, it's telling you, you're not flowing. You're not going with the energy where you need to go. You are fighting it, or you're resisting something, or you're bringing information in from the future that hasn't happened yet. So you're already making assumptions. I know this is all getting tangled up. You're already making assumptions that something is going to go wrong, and it hasn't even gone wrong yet. So you already make assumptions, right? So first thing that comes into my mind was when I was a teenager, and I used my gang that I used to hang out, and we're pretty good. We would go and we would stay out till wee hours of the morning, and we would be sitting on the beach with a bonfire, and we weren't drinking, we weren't doing drugs. But when I came home, the very first thing, the assumption my father had was, if you stay out so long, if you stay out this time, you have to be doing this. And, the truth be told, that's not what we were doing, but he had an assumption, right? So we have an assumption of everything right now. This is the way things have to go. If you do this, you have to do that. And, or in our life, we have this worst case scenario thing that goes on. So this is bringing in this feminine energy, is to deny, is, because we've been suppressing our feminine energy, and we are denying our divinity. We are denying that of who we are. And that's I'm not going by gender. This is like both female, male, right? And this is where we can bring in harmonious our lives and help the world become into balance. And that's where these feminine, beautiful archangels come in. The era of ascension, or the divine feminine with all, is asking us to be empowered. So all of this energy going into Aquarius. Aquarius is community, wanting to work with other groups, reaching out, stepping into spirituality, stepping into harmonious energies. That's the higher octave of the Aquarius energy. So it wants us to move. It wants us to integrate and to create. That's what it wants us to do. It's the 11th house. So here we have this energy that wants us to come out and create and look at what we have started to create and how can we present it in a new way. And this feminine energy is coming forth, is to empower. So too is the sacred masculine, ready to rise. And that's the sacred. It's like to be that masculine, yet allowing yourself to go into the flow. Allowing yourself to be that sacred masculine and still, be with that strength and that courage and that drive, and allowing it to go with the flow. And the female archangels, they're called the Archaea, Archaei. And they're responding to this both. And they're coming in and they're igniting. They're igniting us. And I've been feeling this energy for some time, right? And in feeling this energy, what I have found for myself, it's to me to get over my dogma that I was brought up with, the idea of, who are these female archangels? Like, what is this all about? They're, bringing in this new energy, this beautiful energy, and embracing it. And while I was starting to embrace it, and especially throughout last year, I was finding them even more coming forth to me, and the energies being around me. This is where it's coming into this sacred feminine. And the feminine will no longer feel she needs to hide or act like a man. This is coming in and this is freeing us. This is allowing us to celebrate those micro moments. This isn't as pushing, and this is the whole thing. It's that this energy that's coming in now is saying it's not for us to like push. It's getting us to say, okay, where can we flow? What do we need to release in order for us to build up that community, to build up that harmony within our own lives and with the lives of the people around us? And in practice, whether we are consciously aware of it or not, the male-female wounds are limiting stories we have been carrying, and now it's like it's been running our lives. We've been letting it run our lives. Now is the time for us to bring in, to allow it to be heard and to transform. So February 19th, 20th, and 21st is a weekend that I'm doing. It's going to be on Zoom, that we are going to be working with the archangels. There is going to be releasement. And working with these angels is very kind and very loving. It is one that brings out that healing, brings out what we need to heal, bringing in this angel healing and having us to rise and shine, rise up and allowing ourselves to shine. This is an evolution. This is a transformation. This is change. This is coming from and working from out of a Piscean age, which has been around for a couple thousand years, but getting us to really begin to emerge into this new energy. And a lot of this energy, has been starting to come in since December 12th, December 21st, 2012. We're even going back, 9 years ago, a lot more of that changes, that was 9 years ago, the changes going back, even for some of us who were around 18 years ago, of a lot of these changes and transformations that we are coming into. And this is bringing in the transition that we are preparing. And this transition that we are preparing is preparing not only for ourselves, but it's preparing for the next 7 generations. We're making the changes that are going to help to create the change that we need for the next generations. But we got to start with ourselves. We got to start with that creating that new evolving evolution within ourselves. And in doing so, we can bring in aid. We can bring in the energies that we need as we go forward. Right now, this year is going to be a very tiring year. It's going to be a very, it's a year that's going to shatter so much of your reality, so much of my reality, that bringing this energy forth, bringing this flow in, that even when things seem dark, we're still coming in with our illumination and light when we are working with these angels. And same with my magical class, the other magical class that I'm doing, not only the spell casting, but working with the unicorns in March. So having working with these higher energies is bringing in for us to be able to balance. And the Archaea, who've been trained predominantly as masculine from form, for God has been viewed in the image of man. Similarly, in Christianity, understanding God as his son, and he's, the symbol of Jesus Christ. We have the religious of Buddhism. We have Muslims, the Quran, Allah, very masculine. This is very masculine energy, right? In comes this energy of consciousness of the angel of the feminine aspect. And what I'm wanting to introduce here as nothing to do with biological gender, given that angels are non-physical beings, but more to do with the energies and the vibrations of the angels, who can emanate by sensed through our awareness as either male or female, much like a coin has 2 sides. So the feminine quality of the angels represents the seed of creation, while masculine is the flower that develops from this virtue, shaped through the will and action. The Archaea, or the female archangels, are therefore the extrasensual essence of each of the angels and the inner energetic potential that we are bringing forth and allowing for the healing to come forth for us. And that, with this energy, especially, I'm going to go back to today with the energies coming into Aries and the activity and this energy of force that's coming in. It's getting us to say, okay, let us go with this force. It's like the night coming in and he's saying, let's go. You know what? I'm bringing in the passion. I'm bringing in this energy for us to move along with it. In amongst energies that are going to be shattering. In amongst things around us that we thought were going to be a certain way, yet will not be a certain way, because there's going to be so many changes that we are going to have to pivot on. But this anchors us to be that hinge on a door where it swings, right? Back and forth. That's a cardinal. The cardinal is the hinges. So Aries is a cardinal, and it's a hinge that we can swing, that we can pivot back and forth, right? It stays where it is, but we're able to move in the directions that we need to move. And there's that safety and security because we know that internal core of who we are to step forward within our own flame, knowing that we can move, along the way. So this energy is bringing angels to life. It's bringing this energy to life, and it's beautiful. It is beautiful when we're, it is, when I do angelic healing and when I've done angelic healing, when the angels of love come in to they just flow through, and it's undoubtedly beautiful. It really is. And that's in my angel alchemy course, is that we bring in the angels for healing, and we bring in the medicine wheel. So we bring in, I want to bring in such different elements for us to be able to work with this and energy, and have us build upon the juiciness of it all, the scrumptiousness of it all. But I feel we need, this is kind of like part of the basis I feel that might have been missing in some of my own teachings in some of my classes. So for us, for this class, if you're interested, the Magic with the Angels is February 19th to 21st. You can get a hold of me. You can PM me on this. And I'm going to bring in a little bit more of the angels each day, especially this week. This week is a week that we really need. We need that anchor this week. It's going to be important to have that anchor because so much is going to come up for us. A lot of, I feel like there's a lot, and it's coming in from the sacral and the solar plexus and our root, because that's what's being shattered right now. So our root is our tribe, is our connection on how we connect with one another. And then our sacral is like how we connect with others or someone else, right? So it's that stepping out. And then the solar plexus is that headlight of direction. So trusting our headlight of direction, that we are going in the right direction, that we are coming into and acting on our dreams, and a dream of a priority of allowing us to go with the flow, and moving with that flow energy is going to be something that is imperative for this coming year, especially for this year. So there is attunements. There's a series of angels attunements throughout the weekend. There's going to be energetic transmissions that are going to be coming forth, where we are going to be conscious of the angels' blends with our own, creating that bond that by its very nature is healing. Receiving attunement supports divine remembrance, and healing us helps us to reclaim our soul aspects, much like a jigsaw puzzle. So putting the pieces together. So this is helping us to put the basis of the pieces together that we need, and allowing ourselves to listen and receive the ascension codes that are being sent to us. This is light frequency behind and between each word to deepen our angelic bond. So this is bringing in even stronger bonds for us in order for us to feel more into a flow, have something in our toolbox. It's there for us to pull in and to work with. And it makes me very excited, because it's a divine alchemy that awaits us to work with this. And it is one where the doors are open to as many people who want to come in and work with me on this. So that's how gentle it is. So it's not like I'm limited to numbers. Like when I do the karmic release, I limit the numbers. So when I do my karmic release workshop in April, May, it'll probably be May, it's going to be limited. Like I can't take 30 people in there to do the karmic release. It's going to be limited to about 8 people at least, not even like, 8 would be the max for that, because of the energies and because we're going through a lot of deep shadow work when we're doing the karmic release. This is like something, this energy actually would be great before the karmic release, because it brings in a nice anchor base for people, so they're not going through so much healing crisis with that. And this is going to help us to refine as we break through limiting barriers and belief systems. So it is something fabulous. And we're, you know, where there's parts of it where we're, you know, receiving our wings and taking that leap forward and allowing ourselves to take that leap forward and work with the divine angels. So it is exciting. It is exciting. I find it is exciting. And for us stepping forward into working with this energy, you know, and the more of us that work with the energies, the more of us that anchor this energy into the earth, you got to think of what we're creating, right? We're creating, you know, this is why we feel the energy so wonky. It's because we don't have an anchor. We don't have that anchor of the divine feminine into the earth. We don't have that flow where we work with nature, that we are in harmony with that of that's around us. We are in an energy that is push and shove and let's get it done and let's work till we're fucking exhausted and falling on our ass. And this is coming in and saying, no, you don't have to do that. Let's go in with our flow, honor how we're feeling, honor what's going on with ourselves. And when we do that, then we're able to adjust and do the pivots where the universe isn't forcing us to pivot, isn't forcing us to make the turnaround at the last moment. This is where it's like, oh, no, I'm going to just, you know, maybe I just need to look at something in a different way and find a different route. But I can go with the flow with that instead of just continually pushing on it. There's my message for you guys today. So don't push. You're going to have some pivots that are going to come in. You're going to have some turns that are going to come in. And it's going to feel like you're just like all, you know, just spun in a different way. We got to breathe. And we got to learn to go with the flow. Learn to allow ourselves to go with the energies and flow into a new direction, flow into the direction. And take moments and breathe and allow ourselves to say, hey, you know what? This is fucking awesome. On that note, I am sending you out so much love. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. Let's get this. I want to get up, you know, tell your friends about me. Like, share, subscribe. Let's put this up. This is, I just want to get messages out there and I want to spread a lot more love into this world. So sending you out so much love. So may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you and all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. Blessed be everybody. And thank you for being a part of my soul community and allow your light to shine. And don't let anybody extinguish your flame because you're all fucking awesome. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.